Hello, hello. Today we're reading a silly book about a goat named Gregory, the Terrible Eater. It is written by Mitchell Sharmat and it's illustrated by Jose Arguello and Ariana Dewey. The author writes the book. The author writes the book. The illustrator draws the pictures. The author writes the book. And it is dedicated, says, for Andrew and the goat who tried to eat his coat. Goat, coat, these two rhyme. Goat, coat, these two rhyme. Goat, coat, these two rhyme. They sound the same at the end. Goat, coat. Now, this is a really silly book because remember, goats don't eat the same food that humans do. Goats eat things like paper and garbage and some vegetables. And one thing that I want you to know is that a baby goat or a young goat is called a kid, just like baby humans are called kids. Once there was a goat named Gregory. Gregory liked to jump from rock to rock and kick his legs into the air and butt his head against walls. I'm an average goat, said Gregory. But Gregory was not an average goat. Gregory was a terrible eater. Every time he sat down to eat with his mother and father, he was in for trouble. Now, I relate to this book. I have a strong connection because I did not like a lot of foods as a kid, and I was a picky eater, which meant that I didn't use my courage tool, and I was too afraid to try new things. But when I did, when I got older, I realized that I liked a lot of those foods. Maybe you'll try new food today. Tell me, ooh, if you try new food today or this week, draw a picture of it and tell me whether you liked it or not. Would you like a tin can, Gregory? Asked Mother Goat. No, thanks, said Gregory. How about a nice box, a piece of rug, and a bottle cap? Asked Father Goat. Bah, said Gregory unhappily. Well, I think this is a meal fit for a goat, said Mother Goat, as she chewed on an old shoe. It certainly is, said Father Goat, as he ate a shirt, buttons, and all. I don't know why you're such a fussy eater, Gregory. Maybe you should use his empathy tool, Father Goat. I'm not fussy, said Gregory. I just want fruits, vegetables, eggs, fish, bread, and butter. Good stuff like that. That's the kind of food we eat. Mother Goat stopped eating the shoe. Now, what kind of food is that, Gregory? It's what I like, said Gregory. It's revolting, said Father Goat. That means disgusting. It's not very nice. He wiped his mouth with his napkin. After Gregory was excused from the table, Father Goat said, Gregory is such a terrible eater. I wonder what's wrong with him, said Mother Goat. Mother and Father Goat ate their evening newspaper in silence. See, they're eating the paper. That's why whenever kids eat paper in our class, I always say, you're not a kid, you're a kid. Get it? Because kids like baby goats eat paper, but kids like children do not. The next morning, Mother and Father Goat were enjoying a pair of pants and a coat for breakfast. Gregory came to the table. Good morning, Gregory, said Father and Mother Goat. Good morning, said Gregory. May I have some orange juice, cereal, and bananas for breakfast, please? Oh, no, Mother said. Please have some of this nice coat instead. Take a bite out of these pants, said Father Goat. Bah, said Gregory, and he left the table. Father Goat threw down his napkin. That does it, he said. Gregory just isn't eating right. We must take him to the doctor. Gotta make sure you eat food to keep you healthy. Father and Mother Goat took Gregory to the doctor. Dr. Ram was munching on a few pieces of cardboard. What seems to be the trouble? He asked. Gregory is a terrible eater, said Mother Goat. We offered him the best, shoes, boxes, magazines, tin cans, coats, pants, but all he wants are fruits, vegetables, eggs, fish, orange juice, and other horrible things. What do you have to say about this all, Gregory? Said Dr. Ram. I want what I like, said Gregory. Makes sense, said Dr. Ram. He turned to Mother and Father Goat. I've treated picky eaters before, he said. They have to develop a taste for good food slowly. Try giving Gregory one new food every day until he eats everything. They'll have to use their patience tools. That night for dinner, Mother Goat gave Gregory spaghetti and a shoelace in some tomato sauce. Not too bad, said Gregory. The next day, she gave him string beans and a rubber heel cut into small pieces. The meal was good and rubbery, said Gregory. The day after that, Mother Goat said, We have your favorite today, vegetable soup, but there's one condition. You also have to eat the can. Okay, said Gregory. What's for dessert? Ice cream, said Father Goat. But you have to eat the box too. Yummy, said Gregory. He's getting some foods he loves and some foods that he has to eat. I'm proud of you, said Father Goat. You're beginning to eat like a goat. I'm learning to like everything, said Gregory. It's a good growth mindset. One evening, Father Goat asked, Has anyone seen my striped necktie? Not since breakfast, said Mother Goat. Come to think of it, I haven't seen my sewing basket today. I left it in the living room after supper last night. Father Goat turned to Gregory. Gregory, have you been eating between meals? Yes, said Gregory. I can't help it. Now I like everything. Well, said Mother Goat, it's all right to eat like a goat, but you shouldn't eat like a pig. Oh, said Gregory. After Gregory went to bed, Mother Goat said, I'm afraid Gregory will eat my clothes hamper. Yeah, and then my toolkit will be next, said Father Goat. He's eating too much. We have to do something about it. He isn't thinking about it. He's just eating everything in sight. The next evening, just before supper, Mother and Father Goat went to the town dump. That's where they keep all the trash. They brought home 8 flat tires, a 3-foot piece of barber pole, a broken violin, and half of a car. They piled everything in front of Gregory's sandbox. When Gregory came home from supper, he said, What's all this stuff in the yard? Your supper, said Father Goat. It all looks good, said Gregory. Gregory ate the tires and the violin. He slowly ate the barber pole, but when he started on the car, he said, I've got a stomach ache. I've got to lie down. Good thing he's listening to his body. The next morning, he went down for breakfast. What would you like for breakfast today, Gregory? Asked Father Goat. Scrambled eggs and 2 pieces of waxed paper and a glass of orange juice, said Gregory. That sounds just about right, said Mother Goat. A little human food, a little goat food. And it was. Remember, compromises are important. You don't always have to do all things one way or the other way, unless it's something that's about safety. If a grown-up's telling you to do something because it's about safety, or there's a reason that you need to listen to, then that's pretty important. You can ask politely what the reason is and to help you better understand, but I like this story because it helps me remember that just because we have different opinions doesn't mean that the grown-ups always get to tell the kids what's going on. And it's important that Gregory asked them what was happening and that he got help from a lot of different people. And in the end, they decided that they could eat a little goat food and a little human food, just like Gregory wanted. I hope you guys have something delicious today. Maybe you'll cook something and you can write me a recipe. Maybe we can make a recipe book just like Thanksgiving. Who knows? But today, I'm going to go have a snack because that book made me hungry and not for a pair of pants. Bye, guys.